Prologue. The Shadows of Adrestia. Upon his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceras's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian. Meanwhile, Edelgard seizes upon Monica's rescue as a chance to start down a radically different path than she had originally planned.
Things went like clockwork with Monica.
Thanks to Professor Yuritsa playing his part so ably. And equally to those arrogant fools for letting their guards down.
I doubt we will see such fortune next time.
Next time? Don't tell me.
The moment has come to take matters into our own hands at the Imperial capital. This is our chance to finally be rid of them.
But, Lady Edelgard, we aren't ready. We'll need an entire host to keep them in check.
And we have one. The Church.
Forgive my impertinence, but that is not the plan.
You are the man who once told me to leave no sword in its scabbard.
Yes, but one must also take care not to wound themselves when unsheathing it. I am sorry, milady, but this plan is ill-advised. I cannot support it. And even if I were to ignore common sense and go along, it still throws our future plans into disarray.
I thought you devised countermeasures to deal with the Church. Use them.
But those were meant for... Very well. Are you absolutely certain this is the path?
I am anything but certain. Yet the bandit attack in the mountains created an opportunity we cannot ignore. And I doubt the appearance of this new mercenary is simple coincidence. Plans can be rewritten, Hubert. Either we're doing this, or we're not. Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
I am with you, Lady Edelgard. As ever. Then let us walk forward on this path, and see where it takes us.
I apologize for bringing this to you on such short notice, Archbishop.
Not at all, Edelgard. But might I ask, what prompted this sudden desire to return to Invade?
We believe one of Tomas's collaborators may have infiltrated the capital.
My word!
Tomas tended the library at Garreg Mach for decades, with nary a blemish on his record. And then, without warning, he drops his disguise and reveals himself to be a vile sorcerer of terrible ability. Someone at the capital also fits that pattern. A man we know all too well.
And who might that be?
My uncle, and regent of the Empire, Volkard von Arandel.
His lordship briefly defected from the Empire before reappearing several years later. But he returned a changed man, and began seizing power almost immediately. Witnesses claim he wields dark magic in secret, and is able to change his appearance at will.
That does sound suspicious, if these witnesses can be believed.
I would ask that you do believe them, as the information comes from my own House Vestra.
I see. And when you return to the capital, how do you propose to deal with this uncle of yours?
Lord Arandel has the support of a number of influential nobles, including the Prime Minister, Duke Aegir. And while we have allies of our own, it's likely they'll require some convincing. To that end, we wish to bring our friends here at the Academy, their daughters and sons, with us under the supervision of Professor Yuritsa.
We hoped you would consider deploying the Knights of Seros, so the Imperial Army doesn't get any strange ideas.
You wish to march on the Empire, with the Church's knights at your back?
Your support would give credence to our claims.
Additionally, the Knights would keep the populace in check upon our arrival, thereby preventing the city from descending into utter chaos.
The more I hear of this, the more credible the threat sounds.
It's clear you have thought carefully and planned well.
We intend to seize the palace with our own forces, and will do our utmost to contain the conflict there. But we still need your help. Please.
I have two conditions. The first, when you capture Lord Arandel, he is to be turned over to the Knights at once. The second, our Knights are not to engage in battle directly.
I would have it no other way.
Step lightly, Edelgard. Should these claims about Lord Arandel prove false, we will take action accordingly. Make no mistake as to who will be held accountable.
Understood. But please know we have nothing to gain from deceiving the Church.
Very well. I will summon the Knights and let you instruct them as to your plan. May the Goddess watch over you all.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shape-shifting ability, he slipped free of the Knights and escaped.
Shape-shifting?
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
Fuck it.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where do these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny.
My fucking god.
Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
Now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
Ah, there you are.
Something wrong?
I must return to the Imperial capital soon for an important matter. Will you join me? Most of the other Black Eagles are coming.
Most.
What's this about?
I fear I must keep that to myself until we're closer to the capital.
I'm not coming to fuck.
But I promise you this. There will be battle, and you will have a chance to shine.
Are you sure? I mean, these powers I have...
Are like the ones Tomas used? Yes, that is a bit disquieting. Still, you've given me no reason to mistrust you. You could have wrested yourself free of us from the start, but instead you chose to stay here at the monastery.
I didn't have a choice.
You fought by our side and helped us save Monica. I think I can give you the benefit of the doubt. But here's my true proposal. If you accompany us, there's a good chance you'll learn where your powers come from.
Ooh, now that is intriguing.
In that case, I accept. Thanks.
Monica is now playable. Temporarily parted ways with Ferdinand. Temporarily parted ways with Bernard. No! Bernie! Why? Parted ways with Caspar. Parted ways with Linhart. Wow, we lost like half the class! Wonder what sort of battle we're in for here. I should ask around and find out. Anyway, what's up, YouTube? It's your Lord and Savior King D353 here. I was gonna do the intro once the dialogue started, but it was a bit longer than I thought it would be. Anyway, we are here in Chapter 2, and we just lost like half the fucking class for some reason. God, I keep getting the A and B buttons wrong. So the people that came with me in Edelgard are Hubert, Dorothea, Petra, and her simp. You know what? It makes sense. Edelgard's simps, Edelgard's prisoner, and Edelgard's wife. Of course we are the ones that went with her. I get why Linhardt and Bernadetta wouldn't come. And because the internet is a spoiler-filled cesspool, I know why Ferdinand isn't here. Why isn't Caspar here? Could he have been convinced the same way I was? Yo, Caspar, you get to punch people. Punch people, you say? Also, I'm slowly noticing that some mystery sound is happening into my mic for no reason. I have no clue what that is, and I apologize. As soon as I find out what the hell it is, I will stop it. Sadly, I don't want to go on a hiatus again, so that's just got to be dealt with for a while. I understand if you don't want to, though. Anyway, Monica. Money, 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 money. Let's see. The fuck is an iron toe? Wicked Impulse. Strike with the right timing to generate a small shockwave imbued with an element corresponding to the attack. Timing? What is this, a fucking rhythm game? Shrewd Operator. Slightly increase the damage dealt to enemies afflicted with a status effect. Perfect Memory. When ordered to guard, decrease damage dealt. She gets Bowbuster from her class, so mages are strong against bows. It's mages strong against bows, bows strong against fist, fist strong against mage. Which, it's really weird they made a weapon triangle for things that aren't the sword, lance, and axe, but whatever. 30% chance to lightly increase the damage dealt by offensive magic. So the elements are combat arts. And I can't give weapons. Alright, I'm sorry guys, I got really distracted there. I'll have to decide whether I want to cut that out or not. But let's see, I had to talk to people around camp.
It's you.
I never thought a chance to fight for Lady Edelgard would fall into my lap so quickly, but here it is. I won't tolerate those curs who strut about the Imperial Palace, since they own the place. No, sir. Sorry about that. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, Lady Edelgard is going to explain everything tomorrow, so let's just plan to win a glorious victory in her name, yes? The real power in the Empire is held by the 6 great noble families, with Prime Minister aegir at the... I still have auto advance on. No! L. L? That's how... That is left and right, yes. With Prime Minister aegir at the center and Lord Arandel as the regent. You're familiar with Noble 6, yes? They are the apex aristocrats and exclusive inheritors of important positions, such as the ministers of military affairs, of domestic affairs, and whatever else. I'm not great at reading, am I? Can't talk to you. Hello, Mr. Knight of Saros.
How may I help you?
Hello there. I am a liaison from the Knight of Saros, sent to assist in the assault on the capital. I came here to attend the final planning meeting, and I must say, you guys have a good deal to learn from the thorough way Hubert manages intelligence. Giving only what information is necessary at any given time sounds simple enough, but often proves quite difficult in practice. And though few of us understand the full situation, there's still been no major confusion. Regardless, we intend to cooperate fully, with both Lady Edelgard and the Imperial Army. Can't talk to you.
What's going on?
Tread lightly, friend. The woods around here are hunting grounds of the House Hraesvelg, and to enter recklessly is to forfeit your life. The hunting grounds of Edelgard's family? I have a contract. That is the only reason I am here.
So basically...
So is this contract separate from your work at the academy? Yes. I cheated and used prior information to get that, but whatever. Oh! I'm an idiot! I was supposed to be talking to Monica and Edelgard. They have the mission markers over their head. Oh, I'm supposed to be talking to all the named characters. I can't even see where Hubert is. Whatever.
Over here.
Ah, perfect timing. I wanted to thank you again. I meant to earlier, of course, but things have been quite hectic recently. And while Lady Edelgard unfortunately did not tell me every single detail, it sounds like you played a big part in my rescue. So thank you for that. I mean it. Oh, I didn't do that much. Edelgard was the one who really saved you. Still, I'm glad you're safe. So if I played some small part in that, then all the better.
I agree.
Well then, I'm expecting even greater things from you once we reach Ember. I'm trying to remember my actual battle on her map. I'm fairly certain the person that saved her was Ferdinand, wasn't it? Because I was fighting a sword unit. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's actually Ferdinand that saved Monica. As far as my story goes. Ladies, I'll be fighting with all my being. Something feels weird. I do not wish to be speaking out of turn, but Lady Edelgard is surely having many
Word of the
enemies.
bond.
When we arrive in Ember, I will be fighting to my utmost. I fight not just for the Empire, but for Bridget as well. They have fates that are intertwining. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but they hired me to do a job, and that's what I'm gonna do. Especially if everyone's relying on me. Your being here is reassuring. Now, let us fight together and bring about victory.
Well,
I can't put my finger on why, but I have a very strange feeling about all this. Maybe it's because I wasn't expecting to return to the capital this year. Isn't the group we're going with a little unusual too? Ferdy, Caspar, Liddy, and Byrne won't be joining us. I'm surprised most of the children of the 6 great noble families stayed back at Garreg Mach. Oh, but of course, Hubie had to tag along. Anyway, it really makes you wonder why exactly we'll be fighting. Who exactly will be fighting? Why does Caspar not have a nickname? Can't you just call him, like, Cassie or something? Then again, I guess calling Caspar Cassie is a good way to get yourself punched in the mouth. Let's talk to Edelgard last. She seems like the logical person to leave for last.
If I may.
Given your past, I hardly think it necessary for me to ask you after your readiness for battle. We will be counting on you in Embar. Beat a sword in Lady Edelgard's hand and smite her foes. Also, you should know that victory in tomorrow's battle will hold great significance for yourself as well.
Let's see.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I am blatantly answering for support points. I knew Hubert would want me to not question shit.
do you have a moment?
We'll be entering Embar tomorrow, so rest up and restore your strength. That bad, huh? Yes, we're expecting it to be quite the battle, but I look forward to seeing what you can do. In that case, I'll make sure my gear is ready. Thank you. Oh, and perhaps now might be a good time to speak with the others. Seeing you calm and collected should help smooth the nerves of any who are anxious in the shadow of battle. Alright, better get some rest before the fighting kicks off. Speak with Edelgard. Again! Thank you for speaking with everyone. It's grown quite late. You should rest up for tomorrow. I mean, there's nothing else to do around the camp. Which sucks. I thought I was supposed to be able to train and shit.
Solon's been unmasked.
Yes, my lord. Brought it right out of the monastery. First Kranya's debacle, and now this. What in the world is going on?
I know not, my lord. What are we to do?
Keep our composure for a start. Send word to the kingdom and see that Cleobulus is informed.
Who?
Tell him to remain prudent. If he must go into hiding, so be it.
At once, my lord.
Yes?
Lord Regent, I have urgent tidings to report.
You may enter.
Forgive the intrusion, my lord, but we just learned the Knights of Seros march on Enbar. Their purpose is unclear, but they will arrive by morning. We've been turning ourselves upside down to make ready.
The Knights of Seros? No. Do you think...
There's only one person who could be behind it. How dare she bare her fangs at us? They may already be within the palace walls. Mobilize the guards and search. If anyone so much as looks at you askance, kill them on the spot.
Damn, bro, chill.
Yes, my lord.
Just imagine someone being like, hey, what's going on? Stabbed! You were suspicious.
Given the signal, Valdemar.
Caspar's dead?
I had thought they were still negotiating.
And Hubert's
Things
dead?
are moving rather quickly.
I think.
The situation must have changed. Our children are still at Garrick Mach, after all.
Dude, this dude looks like a fucking
I admire
ape.
how strong she's become. I just wish we'd had more time to appraise her competence. Well, if she's caught us with our breeches down, imagine how they feel. I can't wait to see the confused look on those dastards' faces. Oh, I'm going to enjoy every second of this. As if you'd be content to watch. Once the battle starts, you'll be knee-deep in gore with all the rest. Which means I'll have to make it clear where I stand. We can't afford to tear the Ministry apart by having the pen and sword at odds.
I guess Caspar's dad's the sword and he's the pen?
I imagine they may not come as a surprise to many of you. For some time now, Enbar Palace has been infested with the same darkness you saw in Tomas. They have made a puppet of the Emperor and plot with disloyal subjects to seize control of the Empire. Our objective is to stamp these traitors out, seize the palace, and reclaim the Empire for our own.
You realize it's just us, right, Edie? That sounds kind of impossible.
Still, the Empire is having many soldiers. Perhaps you could be changing their minds?
Those who can be won over will be. And the realization they are fighting the Imperial Princess ought to dull the others' blades. We have also secured the cooperation of several nobles inside the palace.
Very impressive, Your Highness. And very you. I suppose all that remains is to head inside and take care of business.
Petra looks sad.
Just you watch. We'll take them all down and have the bards singing our names by nightfall.
So here we are, ready to deal a masterstroke to the heart of the mighty Empire. Life with you certainly isn't boring.
I'm sorry, we?
We'll infiltrate the palace through the rear gate, then apprehend Lord Arandel and Duke Ire. From there, we'll secure the palace's strategic positions, eliminating all resistance we encounter along the way.
If that is our plan, then time cannot be wasted.
Petra's no longer sad.
You can hear them scrambling in the palace from here. Let's not wait for them to find their bearings.
Yo, why are you so bloodthirsty, Dorothea?
By the way, Your Highness. Oh, and make sure to keep her safe, Hubert. You know every square inch of that place, after all.
Just mind you don't fall prey to your own distractions.
These villains have had free run of my house for too long. Today, I take it all back.
Alright, so victory conditions: defeat Duke Iron and Lord Arandel. I doubt Duke Iron could even fight, but whatever. And no defeat conditions. Before starting a battle, you can adjust which units to deploy. Units placed within the dark blue grid will be available to control and given orders to. Units placed in the light blue grid will only be available to be given orders to. Interesting. Highlight a unit to select their to see their advantage against the enemies that will appear on the battlefield. You can check by weapon type and extra effectiveness. Choose units that will have an advantage against the enemies you'll be facing. Okay. The convoy menu is where you prepare for the battle. Here you can equip weapons, equip combat arts and magic, change abilities, change classes. Changing classes will change the weapon you can equip as well as your actions. During battle, it will also change your advantage against enemies. You acquired a new weapon in the last battle. Go and equip it. That's what I was trying to do, but I'm a moron. To equip the weapon, the unit's weapon level must be equal to or greater than the weapon's weapon level. You can increase the unit's weapon level by raising their class level or promoting them to a more advanced class. When your unit's weapon level increases, they will be able to attack more times consecutively with that type of weapon. So we have an iron sword, another iron sword, oh that's Petra's, and the venom edge. Which gives us dexterity factor level 1. Whatever the hell that means. It also seems to have a higher maximum might and maximum durability. How many people with D swords do we have? Just me. So yeah, I'll take the venom edge. Edelgard can switch to a bow, but no. And the venom edge is apparently the only new weapon of use I have. Yeah, I think that's it. S-rank requirements: beat in 13 minutes, defeat 1,000 enemies, and take less than 40% of damage. Alright, I don't think I'll be able to do that, but I'm gonna try.
It was easy enough slipping in the back. The knight's unexpected visit must have thrown the court into disarray.
In that case, we'd best find and apprehend Duke Ire and Lord Arandel before they grow wise to our scheme.
There's no other way we can go right now.
Begin. I will help.
Not what I meant to do. How do I...
Begin. Our teamwork is becoming excellent.
The other non-playable is you.
Leave this one to me. This'll be easy with both of us.
Right then. You appear to need assistance.
Actually, not what I meant to do.
Right then. You appear to need assistance.
Stop it!
Right then. Let us go to work. Shall we join hands in battle? Duke Ire should be in the throne room. He'll enter through the back way. Yes.
Yes, that way you will never see our coming. But we must hurry.
The guards along the way are in Duke Ire's employ. So deal with them.
When poisoned, you will take damage over a set period of time. Also, your strength for magic will be reduced. Wait, am I poisoned or is he poisoned? There's a path down there. Yeah, no, we're all on the right path still. There's a jar in here. Here it is. There's a jar up here too. Yeah, everybody else is going the way they need to, so I don't have to worry about them too much. I don't see any more jars, so let's go the correct way.
Anything for Lady Edelgard. Out of the way!
Okay, what are you doing?
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
And where's the others? Where's Hubert and Monica?
I will gladly.
Alright, I have you guys as a team.
Orders received.
Alright.
Surrender, Duke Ire.
What in the... No! Seal the gate now!
Pussy!
Well, this complicates things. We'll have to cut around through the gardens.
Send soldiers to the gardens! I want a sword on every damn myself alone.
Wind magic attacks may inflict windstorm status on enemies. Windstorm units will suffer heavy damage after being launched into air. Such damage can also unleash air blades that will additionally damage surrounding enemy units. Stronger the elemental affect the attack, the greater chance of inflicting the windstorm status. It will also be able to generate powerful some things.
A man is so desperate.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
He doesn't realize he's already lost. So let us break through and prove it to him.
There are two types of basic attacks. Physical attacks, swords, axes, bows, lances, and gauntlets. Damage is calculated based on your strength and the enemy's defense. Magic tomes. Damage is calculated by your magic and the enemy's resistance. Armor knights have high defense, low resistance, so tome wielding classics such as monks and mages will have an easier time damaging them. There's also classes that can deal with both types of attacks. There's also unique physical weapons that can also deal magical damage. Okay, looks like we got that one. So we want to go this way and down here.
I've got this.
I will gladly handle this. Orders received. I have this.
You know what? I'll let me deal with that. I remember somebody said that mages aren't good. I see why they feel that way.
No offense, but what's to stop him from running away?
Oh, I already saw
Alright. So those paths have opened, and we can go down here now. The next person is you. You're also an armor knight, so yeah, I want to stick to Monica. Then we have another armored knight, a Myrmidon, and then there's extra paths down there. How is everyone's health doing? Dwayne's a little hurt from when I was using him, and Edelgard's perfectly fucking fine.
Here I go. No mistakes.
You know what? I'm having trouble actually getting people to do things, so I'm just gonna put you in auto battle. Oh, you already are in auto battle. Why are you so much slower than me? Am I looking down now? I think I am. No, I'm looking sideways. Bad vision makes reading this map super difficult.
Let us go.
Okay, I guess I don't have an A yet. I have, like, no knockback on my attacks. Is that normal? Do mages just not have knockback?
Show the Duke your true allegiance lies with the Empire.
Leopold von Bergwigs.
But if you want to leave, it'll have to be through me.
Haldmar von Hresfeld.
You must go through me.
No, Herbing.
Although I must seem like nothing in comparison to that bear at the front gates.
You would turn on me.
Which way am I facing? I'm facing up. Alright, you guys have fun. I'm gonna go kill the things that matter.
Where'd you find the time to orchestrate that?
Now that we have Duke Aya pinned down, let us clip his wings for good. Any experience is worth having.
No wonder everyone's leveling up so slowly. Only the person that I'm playing as gets experience. Okay, next in our way is an axe unit. So, you. Attack him. Edelgard, you keep taking care of... Actually, don't. No. Edelgard, you also go down that way.
They must learn who they're up
I'ma go collect the fucking jars. Excuse me? I said break. Thank you.
This stronghold will fall.
I mean, it just did.
I'm bringing it down.
There's a green here. Mine. I know I lost health because I'm kind of stupid. I missed my turn. Wow, you guys did that real quick and real efficiently. Okay, what do we have here? We have an axe unit, so you take him on. We have an armored axe unit. Oh, God. A fight... What? I don't know why a fighter's here, but Edelgard.
Mistakes.
Take him out. He has a
They
key.
must learn who they're up against.
The rest we'll deal with in due time. I want this gold.
No. You're still outnumbered. And this isn't done until I say it is.
It is insane to me that this man is an axe unit.
It's finished, Prime Minister. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully.
Defeat and capture Duke Aegir.
Fire orbs. I don't care if you bring the palace down around us. Just do it.
Duke Aegir activated fire
They're shooting
orbs.
at us? We should probably do something about that.
Choose the stronghold to stop the fire orbs. Okay. Who's closest? I am. Alright.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'm gonna take control of myself,
I will gladly handle this.
and I'm gonna send Monica to fight
Orders
you.
received.
Take a breather.
Wait, how's Edelgard doing on her job? Edelgard's now entering combat with her opponent. Okay.
No one is matching us.
We'll do it together.
Love defense. I'm with you.
Alright, how's the map doing and how's everyone's missions coming along? Edelgard is still in combat with him. Monica's still in really? You guys are really not doing a good job, you know that? Ah, looks like they just defeated their enemies. Good. What's this? Lance? Perfect. Now take your base, Edelgard. I don't want to send Monica in to fight Duke Aegir. He's the boss, he might kick her ass. So instead, Monica, help take on that stronghold captain of Yuritsa, because he's going to be taking a sweet-ass time. And I guess I'll head in to fight Aegir while Monica takes out the fire thing.
Let us bring this stronghold down efficiently.
Get back here!
There. That should stop those.
How are you not dead yet?
Well, firing.
Okay. I still have no clue where the treasure chest that key's clearly for is. Also, how's everyone's HP looking? You're looking good-ish. You're looking good-ish. Alright. Everyone could beat on the jackass.
I've got this. My turn.
I'm ready. If needs must.
Work hard now.
Don't take orders from you. This is the end.
Ambitions of Ludwig von Eyre won't be broken by the likes of you. prodigious power. I am as great as a man can be.
Well done, everyone. That just leaves Lord Arandel.
Yes, he is the one we need to worry about. Keep moving and remain alert.
Duke Ayer's been captured already. The wretch didn't even have the grace to buy me some time. Well, I've little interest in facing Virgil, so it's time for me to deploy my wild card.
Mysterious mages have appeared and conjured a wall of darkness. Defeat the mysterious mages. Okay. Intriguing. That mage can't even be reached. I won't bother with him. We have a mysterious mage here. Where are the other mysterious mages? Ah. Alright, who's closest to that mysterious mage? No one. We're all pretty far from all of them, actually.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Not a problem. I've got this. Arc magic. Find the casters and strike them down so we might dispel this sorcery.
Come, Voldemar. You and I can split up and sweep the palace.
A fine idea, Leopold. Let us make clear to these fell warlocks that they are most unwelcome in this place.
I'm afraid to consider how we'd stand without those two on our side.
We are fighting on the side of Count Burgley's.
Hey! Reference to her background. For those of you who don't know, Petra has some beef with Count Berkeley's.
Hard work created this.
Wait, Petra leveled up.
Keep it up. We must eliminate the mages.
Well done, Edelgard.
The same people who kidnapped me.
Okay. So, who do I want Edelgard to fight now that she's free? Where even is... Oh, she's... Wait, what? Why did it say you defeated somebody? Oh, no! It's you that want to fight!
Not a problem. I've got this. Let us go.
You people are all magic and no muscle. I'll snap you like twigs.
You know, it may benefit us to learn more about this dark magic.
Yeah, it probably wasn't wise of me to go against a mage, but... Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be getting DS. X. Oh! How are you still- Wait, why I leveled up? Why'd I level up if it was still... What?
The barrier should dissipate now.
That still didn't stop them. It seems they came prepared for any eventuality.
Quickly now! We need to reach Lord Arandel before he slips through our fingers.
I wish I knew why I got a key. The fact that I got a key implies there's a treasure chest on this map somewhere, but I don't see one. Why did Edelgard get a key from him? Whatever. Okay. Arandel, what's your fighting style? You're a spellcaster. Alright. All out offensive. And I'm gonna control you.
I've got this. Take a breather. Any decided with Duke Pyre or Lord Arandel and if that's Her Highness will receive no quarter from us.
You finally said something I like. Now let's go stamp them out.
Edelgard reached her father.
Wretched vermin.
Or uncle, I guess.
I admire your tenacity. However, you clearly have no concept of how terrifying I can be.
Banish the darkness, and the terror will fade as well.
I thought there was a pot here to break. Oh, there was. I passed it. You guys can have fun in here. Let me just break this pot. And let's go kill Arandel. Edelgard and Dorothy are doing well enough. Don't care about you guys. Hi, Monica. Ignoring you all. Pot. Oh wow, I've been doing very bad. Okay.
No one is matching us.
We'll do it together! I've got you now! Sorry, what? I have to act.
Okay.
I know when I am bested.
Do you? I feel like you don't. Wait, what? No, that's not Solon. That's someone else, I think. I can't tell. Yeah, that's not Solon. That's someone
The
else.
darkness itself, and the darkness cannot be slain.
The darkness can run like a bitch, though.
He escaped.
Let's see. That was way more than 13 minutes. I fucked
We can
up.
take comfort in our victory either way.
I did really bad on time.
Yeah, I guess.
I need to stop focusing on the treasures,
Now
I
what?
guess.
Huh? Are you kidding me? When mercs celebrate a win, we slap our open palms together like that.
How fucking sheltered do you have to be not to know what a high five is?
Victory, Lady Edelgard.
I can't believe I fucked up the time so badly.
Still, I don't much like how those rats managed to keep skittering away.
I imagine that guy's pretty close with Kranya and Tomas, since he shapeshifted and all. Yes. They're all part of a clandestine organization attempting to conquer Fodlan from the shadows. Those who slither in the dark. Huh. Never heard of them.
So, what is the plan now, Your Highness?
We make ready for my coronation. Hubert, gather everyone in the throne room.
At once, Your Highness.
Oh, this is wonderful! Your Highness is going to become Your Majesty!
Yes, but first I must speak with the Minister of Domestic Affairs, as well as the other counts. Also, I need you to go to the Knights of Seros. I wasn't expecting all of you this soon. What are you doing here?
We demand an explanation. You arrested my father, Edelgard. How could you do such a thing without discussing it with me first?
I'm probably not getting the finer points here. But you basically defeated both my father and Ferdinand's. Is that right?
I wasn't fighting your father, Caspar. He was aiding me, as was Count Hevring.
So, what about my father? Did you arrest him?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
Look, I'm sure you have your reasons for all of this. But maybe you should sit down and talk us all through it.
And I intend to. We'll reconvene later and clear everything up then. Monica, join me. We'll talk as we go.
I'm surprised Ferdinand's letting her leave. Damn it! Really? I tried to rush to get the time done, and as a result, I didn't get enough enemies? Fuck! Alright. Guess it's my own fault. I didn't do well enough. Whatever.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
I must get stronger.
Growth is a part of life.
Wow, after all that fighting, you only reached level 2. I mean, yeah, I didn't control you, but I made you an adjutant. You should have gotten experience way faster than that.
Any experience is worth having.
Also, if you guys are wondering why I paired so many people up, I was trying to grind supports.
Hard work created this.
Because usually pairing people up is how you get support ranks up faster.
I won't let myself stop here.
Well, of course he's the MVP. He's my favorite person to play as. Oh, damn. Was that all the ones I did? I'm an idiot. Oh! Because I didn't use them directly. They didn't use their stuff. Damn it. Okay. I'm slowly learning how this works.
I'll surely put this to good use.
Trust.
I imagine this will serve me well.
Also trust. Got a javelin and an iron bow. So I can give that to Ferdinand. And I'll give the bow to Bernie. Because Bernie is my priority when it comes to any bow users. I love me, my Bernie bear. Alright, maybe I shouldn't even bother making adjutants anymore.
These preparations.
In cooperation with Count Hevring, of course. You and Hubert can finalize the details later. As I won't be choosing a prime minister for some time, I realize this may result in extra work for you. However, that also means more latitude to do things as you see fit, so long as you ensure we're prepared for a 5-year war.
Kind of a dick move not to make Ferdinand the new duke. Especially since he kind of betrayed him without any word whatsoever. You suck, Edelgard.
I will not rest until I discover a solution, Your Highness. So long as our military leaders don't tread on my toes, I shouldn't have too much difficulty.
For something this big, you better believe we'll have plenty of need for resources. Leave it to a narrow-minded quill carrier like you to call that treading on your toes.
In Her Majesty's name, I will decide what is and isn't appropriate regarding your needs. Also, anyone would seem narrow-minded when compared to a swollen-headed juggernaut such as yourself.
Break it up, ladies.
A juggernaut, huh? Yeah, I like the sound of that.
I see someone allowed his sarcasm lessons to lapse.
Moving on. Lord Arandel's followers will doubtless attempt to interfere, so we'll need to keep a close eye on them. Once Count Varley joins us, we can discuss the matter I mentioned further.
It seems he's just arrived, Your Majesty.
So that's what Bernie's father looks like.
Gregoire von Barley at the court service. My, but attendance seems light. Where is the Lord Regent and the rest of our noble six?
Duke Aya stands accused of treason and has been dismissed as Prime Minister. He currently awaits judgment in one of our finer dungeons.
You have finer dungeons?
Is a fugitive from the same crime and will be taken in soon. Dead or alive, it makes no difference.
Oof.
Well, this is a rather shocking turn of events. I had no idea Ludwig was capable of such things. Still, rest assured that I am nothing like him.
Indeed. And as for the others, Duke Gert was dispatched to Western Fodland to conduct negotiations. And my father, the late Marquis Vestra, perished in the struggle to capture Duke Aya. Which makes me the new Marquis Vestra, and Minister of the Imperial Household.
Okay, how the hell does this work? Edelgard took care of her father, which makes her queen. His father died in the battle, which, by the way, I'm convinced Hubert killed him himself. So Hubert takes over his spot. Why has Ferdinand not taken over the spot of Duke? What are the rules?
You've nothing to fear, Count Varley. Her Majesty intends to bestow a great honor upon you.
Majesty? Wait, you mean...
The title hasn't been formalized just yet, but as it stands, you should view it as a foregone conclusion. More importantly, Count Varley, there is a very important position I wish for you to fill. I intend to rebuild the Southern Church, and who better to be the bishop than you, our Minister of Religious Affairs? I will make my case to the Archbishop personally.
Thankfully, Lord Arandel and his men are no longer around to obstruct such a move.
You would bestow such a position on me? Make no mistake, it is a great honor, but are you certain?
Why do you doubt yourself, dude?
Very. Now then, your first duty in the role will be to oversee my coronation. Do not fail me, Bishop. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you enjoying your stay at the palace?
More than I expected, though I do feel a bit out of place here.
Understandable. Everyone here either is a noble themselves or serves one. However, that will change. As Emperor, I plan to end discrimination based on social status. Everyone will have a chance to rise to the top, whether they are born into the aristocracy or not.
No more nobles or commoners, huh? That does sound pretty great. I'll be impressed if you can actually pull it off.
Oh, I will. But at the moment, I have a proposition for you.
Go on.
We've successfully expunged the Prime Minister and the rest of that puppet government. But a certain amount of unrest is unavoidable, which means I must remain here in the capital. In other words, I can't go back to Garreg Mach and continue my studies.
What about the others?
Our noble families will be in disarray as we transition to my system and new heads of household take power. Of course, some, like Dorothea, are not as affected as the other students. But all of them have offered to stay and help rather than return to the monastery without us. If you'd be willing to do the same, I'd like to offer you a top post in my new military.
Now there's a tantalizing offer. It's not like you have any real obligation to the church. Plus, it sounds like quite the thrill.
You're a bloodthirsty little shit, aren't ya?
I'm more of a hired sword than an officer.
Which is why you're perfect. Hubert wants to recruit mercenaries such as yourself and form a new unit. I can't put some noble in command of them. That would be ill-advised. But they would listen to a capable fighter such as you. You're Hubert's first and only choice.
I don't know if I really have the experience for it. But if you have that much faith in me, I won't let you down.
It's actually kind of interesting seeing how much more Hubert trusts this man than he does Byleth. Because I believe Hubert spends the entire game doubting Byleth. Meanwhile, I'm his one and only choice. Interesting.
Having deposed Lord Arandel and Duke Ire, Edelgard quickly arranges for her coronation, her eyes now fixed firmly on the monumental task laid out before her. All the while, the kingdom of Fargus is thrown into unrest over the right of succession, while the Leicester Alliance finds themselves pitted against an invading Almiran horde. Realizing the troubles of Fodlan will fall squarely on her young students' shoulders, Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home.
Prologue, Finn. So I finally finished the prologue, did I? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Fire Emblem Free Hopes. If you enjoyed, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and if you feel I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. For as little as $1, you can join my Discord, we can chat, play video games, share memes, just have a grand old time. I will see all of you beautiful people later. Deuces, YouTube.